So it is my pleasure to be with you today. I apologize for not being able to be here earlier today, but I've got the schedule that started at 6 o'clock this morning, and I don't know when I'll finish tonight. And it goes like that about every day. So I just have to squeeze the things in that I'd like to squeeze in, like seeing the Colemans, which I'll mention a little more in a moment. And I would like to also say about David, I think we were so lucky to get him from the University of Illinois Chicago back in the early days of this. And it's his big reputation that he's got, and he's continuing to build that reputation. That's really good for this institute. It's also very good for the University of Colorado. So I would say to David, thank you for everything that you've done for this institution. We all really appreciate it. And I'd be really remiss if I didn't say something about my longtime friend. I won't call her old, and that's Enid Ablowitz. I didn't call you old. And we've worked together, I don't even know, 25 years or so probably. And Enid does so much for the university in so many different places, and I just can't thank her enough for all the great things that she has done. So, as David said, I've been associated with this institute since the beginning, I guess. And I'm really proud to be that and have that very special relationship. And as David said, before I was president, I was on the board and founding member of Coleman Institute, Coleman, Colorado Foundation. And working with Bill and Claudia is just a real dream, I will tell you that. And I've worked with a lot of people in my life, and there's some people you say, I think I'll not have that experience again. And then there's some people you say, these are really great people. There's no two finer people in the United States than Claudia and Bill Coleman. They're just truly wonderful people. And Marcy and I look at them as our very good friends, and we just don't see enough of them. But and I want to thank them for everything they've done with this and trying to solve these problems with cognitive disabilities. So I appreciate everything you've done, your vision and your commitment and your deep pockets. That's always good. And but just to say about these people how great they are, and I'd like to just say for the Colemans, hey guys, give them a round. Since David took so much of what I was going to say, I will tell you that the office, this organization does report to the Office of the President, and it covers all 4 of our campuses. I think that's really important to say, and I know that we've got people here today from all of our campuses, and that's Boulder, Denver, Colorado Springs, and Anschutz. So it's a very, very important initiative, and I think it's a very serious problem that we're facing in this country, and I think if anybody's going to solve a lot of these problems, it's going to be right here at the Coleman Institute. I think today we've got all our faculty from everybody up here, and David is also a senior vice president of the University of Colorado, and he reports right straight into my office. And I think just listening to what you all had to say in the wrap-up today, and I really wish I could have been here more because you're doing so many interesting and good things, and I heard that about a couple of 1,000-page bill versus three pages. That 3 pages kind of strikes to where I believe you need to make things a lot as simple as you possibly can. And I think it's really important when you see people joining together, faculty in various disciplines and from the campuses, and the community, industry, and government, and partnering to make things happen. And you see what happened last year when you passed the Declaration of the Rights of the People with Cognitive Disabilities to Technology and Informational Access. And then our legislature went ahead and passed that down there into law also. So I think this is a great step in the right direction. And I think it's going to have really a substantial impact in so many places, as I heard about in New Zealand even today. So almost 600 people came here. And I think that is wonderful. 40 states, 5 countries, Washington, D.C., everybody's here. And I think that's a record. Enid, does that sound correct? And we're just proud to have you all here and very proud of what you're doing and how you're going to solve these great problems that we have in this world. So thank you all for being here, and thank you all for all the great work you're doing in this very important subject. So thank you.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you need to give this one.
Yeah, I forgot to do that. Yeah. But this has got a signature in it from the office.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, sir.
Well,
appreciate it very much.
Okay, I guess I already did spend my time in the introduction and saying what I wanted to say, and I've had several opportunities today to say what I want to say. That was before you heard Bruce speak. Now you realize how we make it work here. We have the best donors in the world in Bill and Claudia Coleman. We have the best president in the world. So I know I'm embarrassing, but I don't care. We have the best RERC director in the world in Kathy Bodine. And I have the best associate director in Enid Ablowitz. And a new one, who I believe is in the back room, Shay Tanis, associate director for research. So there's not much more to say. Thank you all for being here. And all of those who were here, we must have had 500-600 people here today. And that's the direction that we want to keep growing in. So come back next year, tell your friends. Even if they aren't your friends, tell them. They ought to be here. See you then.